Hello, hello. I'm still waiting. Okay, now I can go live on Amazon. Welcome, everybody, to this so special live stream talks. Today it's so special because we are doing this on a Friday instead of the Wednesday, our normal day. We
Mhm.
are doing this at 4 p.m. UK and Portugal time instead of 5 p.m. And we are
Yeah.
doing this on my birthday.
Yay!
Hey,
Feliz aniversario.
indeed, Feliz Aniversario Marco.
Yes, yes.
Nick, your turn.
Yeah, Feliz Aniversario, Marco.
Oh, so good. Perfect. So good. Thank you so much. First of all, thank you so much for the three to joining me today and to accept my kind, my humble invitation to my birthday live party. And by the way, for those of you who are watching, and if you want to join, feel free to ask in the comments for the link,
Mhm.
and you can join because we have some free spots here
Yeah.
so far. Because I believe that my fans and my will come like crazy to join us. So thank you so much. Today we're gonna talk about birthdays, about gifts, presents,
Mhm. Mhm.
presents. Which
Presents.
is the present?
Presents. Presents.
It's funny because one day someone asked to share in English. Share, please, your favorite dessert. But instead of dessert, he write it dessert or
Mhm.
dessert.
Desert.
So
Maybe desert.
desert, yes. So
Desert.
people started Sahara. That's the thing, and believe me, there's sometimes some mistakes, misspellings from people, from foreigners, of course, with Portuguese.
Mhm.
And for instance, there was a guy. He was an amazing guy. Unfortunately, he passed away some years ago, and he came from India to Portugal, and he went to a restaurant. And as usual, Indian people, they like spicy food and
Mhm.
strong food.
Mhm.
And then he asked for an onion salad. Okay, no, he didn't ask for that. He asked. He wanted an onion salad. Okay, but
Mhm.
instead of an onion salad, he asked a hair salad. Hair, this thing, because in Portugal, onion is cebola,
Mhm.
hair is cabelo.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so he and, and the waiter was looking at him. What? So
Oh,
thank you so much for being here. By the way, I'm gonna start thanking also to those people who write it on my feed and also who send me message. Just two or three people.
you're
Who
you're
took their
raving
time
fans. You're raving
to
fans.
to give me some birthday
Wishes.
greetings, wishes, and this
Wishes.
kind of thing. Thank you so much. And let's start the round of welcome. So let's cross the ocean. Ladies first, let's cross the ocean to Canada. How are you, Maria?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. And we certainly know it's fall here, Marco. It's turned cold, as you can see. I'm wearing a little jacket. It turned cold. The 1st of September was just like the curtain fell, and we started to get cooler weather. And yes, we've got cool weather right now, which is okay by me. But if you wanted to look going to swim in the water, you can, but it can be a little chilly. The air can be chilly when you come out, but people are still doing that. Nice to see you. Nice to see everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We have someone arriving. Hello.
Oh, hi. We were wondering what happened to you,
Hey.
Harper. Hi.
Hi, good morning. Sorry, I had to take Shelly to work. So
Yeah.
I thought you were making the cake.
Yeah. Oh, he is. He hasn't told you yet.
So let's cross the ocean till that amazing island, close to France. I don't. Let me see. You UK. How are you, Stephen?
I'm good, thank you, Marco. We've had or enjoyed this week, as Nick will confirm, an Indian summer. It's been up to 30 degrees in some parts of the UK, which is
Excellent.
pretty good for us.
Mhm.
But now it's getting back to normal, and it's raining today. I
Mhm.
think things are good. Thanks to you, things are very good. Enjoying life on Amazon Live. So I do want to say, just on your birthday, just to acknowledge the encouragement and support that you gave me on Amazon Live, and just say an eternal thank you. You have literally, when you talk about what people have achieved, what we all hope to do is to have an effect on other people's lives.
Yes.
And to help them succeed. And Marco, you have helped me to do that, sir. So happy birthday.
Yes.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. You should believe me before some weeks.
Yes.
I don't know.
You only do things when the time is right. When the time is
Okay.
right.
Yeah. Yes. Very true.
No problem. And talking about Amazon influencers, we have someone here which is also an amazing Amazon influencer and also an amazing Amazon chef.
Ooh.
Who could that be? Yeah, I've got to say a big thank you to you as well, Marco, because you lit the torch and you showed us the way, and yeah, I'm loving my time on Amazon. It is great fun, and yeah, and I get to eat everything that I cook. So
Yes, nice.
I'm really happy. And just so everyone knows, the avocado chocolate brownie cold today is absolutely stunning.
Good to know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll have to take your word for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish I could have sent you some over, Marco.
Yes. Yes, I would have loved some too, Nick.
It is gorgeous. But there you go. But and I, who knew that would be?
Yes.
It's not so keto friendly if you eat the whole thing in one sitting. So I'm having to be really strict with myself and just having a little finger. I think
Yeah.
you call it. Yeah, and again with Stephen, we've had a beautiful heat wave. So I think it was up to 30 degrees here the other day. But funny enough, I was doing my morning walk, perambulation, as I do, and I was walking along, and you can see the leaves are turning golden brown. So, as we like to say, autumn is upon us. And I did think this morning, I was thinking, how come our American and Canadian friends might be able to tell us, how come you took the beautiful word autumn and turned it into fall?
Yeah, I know.
It depends.
Because leaves fall off the trees. Autumn. You're having a beautiful autumnal day. You don't get a beautiful fallen day. So yeah, I can explain that while we're here. It just popped into my mind this morning.
Yeah.
And then Maria mentioned it, so I figured there's some sort of plan.
Okay, so let's get back to the American continent, and let's welcome Mr. Harper. How are you?
Good morning. It's even earlier than we normally are here, so I had to make sure all my morning chores were done. I had to take Shelly to work. Had to make my cup of coffee. And as far as why Americans call it fall and not autumn, I think is because they don't know how to spell autumn.
Okay.
So Americans are, I think, really good about that. They're like, AUT fall. But yeah, no idea. Some places, probably about a third of the U.S. still calls it autumn. But mostly it's known as fall. And here in Arizona, in southern Arizona, we don't have leaves. Our leaves don't change. Our license plates do. So we have what's called snowbirds, which are people who live up north in the they pretty much avoid winter. They go up when it's nice up in the northern states, and then when it starts getting really cold and snow's going to come, they come down like winter birds. They fly south for the winter. So the license plates change. Yes, I do want to wish Marco a very happy birthday. I think he's 29 today.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Give or take a few months.
Almost.
Almost 29. Yeah.
Hi, Peter.
I'm wishing
So
to-
you guys are talking about it was 30. We're going to be 41. We're done with our monsoons, so this is our autumn temperatures. Will be about 41 probably until about December.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh no. That's
let
a
me
little
share.
too hot
Let
for
me
me.
share something. I'm turning 17, so I'm wishing this
17?
year goes fast so I can get my driver's license. Then I can go out and this kind of thing. But before heading to Peter, let me share a Portuguese joke. Okay, there was this guy asking to his secretary to make an appointment to Friday. But the thing is, in Portugal, we say Friday and we write it sexta, which means the 6th, okay? Because we have segunda-feira. It's different than everybody else.
It's the 6th day of the week.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's SEXTA. And then
Sexta.
the secretary asked to the boss, look, sexta, it's with an X or with a Z? And he thought, okay, make it Thursday.
Like any smart boss would do, right? Good one. That was a good one.
So we lost Peter.
Yeah, he'll be back. I'm sure he'll be back.
Okay, so let's start with the topic of the day, and this needed to be around birthday parties and birthday memories. We have Peter again. Let's see, Peter there. Earth
Hello.
calling Peter. Peter, nice mouth.
Ground control,
Hello?
Major Tom.
Yeah.
Perfect. Hello, Mr. Peter. How's Aberdeen today?
Oh, very dull, but very busy.
Mhm.
Can you hear me?
Mhm.
Yes.
No,
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
not at all.
Oh,
Okay, Peter got frozen.
I'm on my phone. I don't know what's happening.
Internet signal, Peter.
The
You've got
phone
a
is
problem.
winning.
I'll refresh.
Okay, be fresh. Be fresh, my friend.
Live long and be fresh.
Okay, so let's start with the topic. So hopefully, meanwhile, Peter will make it. Maria,
Yes.
where do you want to start? I send you kind of 3 different ideas, questions, reflections. The first are not in a particular order. A funny thing that happened on a birthday, a present you got, which it's didn't forgot till now or forget. I don't
Okay.
know. Maybe forget,
Yeah.
forgot.
That I forgot. That I forgot about.
It's my birthday. I say it the way I want.
Whatever goes.
Today is Porch English.
And yes, I was having lunch with my mother, and I was reminding a cousin of mine, which he was evil when he was young. Okay, and it was his birthday, and he was with a bottle with this. It's capsule, the thing to cover the bottle, and he was trying to remove it with the table, okay, in the border of the table. He was, and he, of course, he was scratching the table, and his mother was saying, stop doing that, and he was answering in French because he lives in France.
Mhm.
C'est mon anniversaire. Like, it's my birthday. I do whatever I want.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
We have two Nick Woods. Look, we have two
Hi,
Nick
Nick.
Woods.
Hi, Nick.
How cool is
Where did
that?
Peter
Oh
go?
my
Where
God.
did Peter go?
We are
One
cloning
moving or
Nicks.
not?
I love that. Special effects. Special effects.
Yes.
Special effects.
I see Nicks everywhere. I see Nicks everywhere.
I think you've cheated off Peter somehow. That's all
No.
very
So,
strange, isn't
Maria,
it?
Okay.
let's
my
start
goodness.
with a funny story.
Okay. Oh yeah. I'll tell you. I had. This is funny. I mean, my goodness, I've had so many really good birthdays. I think I really enjoyed the ones when I was younger. Of course, when I got older, I enjoyed them too. But I'll tell you one particular funny story that has remained with me is that I had just met a very nice man, and his birthday was on, I think, the same day as my birthday or the day after. So I invited him to join myself and my friends to go out to eat dinner, and he no showed. So, I mean, that's pretty funny when I think about it now, right? I mean, I guess he was probably so shy to meet my friends. So I went and joined my friends, and we all celebrated my birthday, and I was alone. But that's okay. Most of the time now I go alone on my birthday. I prefer, that's kind of my day for myself. I go to special restaurants. I go and eat special foods. But I haven't gone. I didn't go last year. I didn't go this year because of the coronavirus. So maybe one of these years, when everything settles down again, I'll go back to one of my favorite restaurants where I eat a lot of seafood. But all in all, my birthdays, we each celebrate our own way, right? And I just enjoyed my own way. I kind of go out, do my own thing. If I was working, I would take the day off. I wouldn't be working on my birthday. I say, hey, it's my birthday. I'm not working. So it's all good. It's all good. So Marco, you're actually working on your birthday today. You're on Amazon Live, I guess, right?
Yes, and I will be again later with
You'll continue. Yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what I like to do.
It's your community. It's your new community, right?
And-
That's what it is, right?
and-
Just like this one is our community.
And the thing is, I was having some. Yes, Stephen, it's time for. Okay.
Well, where else can you find thousands of people to help you celebrate your birthday?
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely,
Exactly.
absolutely. Yes, that's wonderful, wonderful.
Okay, so okay, let me share a quick story because I had a few years ago I had a football, Harper football, the real football.
I can speak European, yes.
And by
I'm
the way,
bilingual.
hello to that lovely lady.
Yeah.
Where is yours, Peter? He went away?
No, Peter's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Okay, but
I-
your
Peter's
partner,
dog's a little heavier than mine.
maybe. So
Yes,
I had some problems on my neck because of that. I got a crash with another player during a game, and I had an injury in the neck, which made me having some problems, headaches, and these kind of things. And yesterday, I went to a physical therapist. And okay, it was 1 hour of suffering. Like she was putting her fingers in my back, and it was like I had. Do you know that small balls? I don't know how to
Marble?
call it. Yes, marbles. It was like I had marbles on my shoulders. Here,
I have the same thing. I have the same thing. My neck and my upper back.
and she was struggling with that, and for instance, on the afternoon I was so dizzy. I had some things to do and I had to cancel because I was really dizzy. But today, even though it hurt on the places where she was moving more, but
Mhm.
I feel really, really better. So
Lots of
this was kind of
water.
my birthday present.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
yeah, when you get massage therapy, you really need to drink a lot of water because your muscles
on
need to repair. So
Ah.
yeah.
I'm on it. So let's get back to the funny stories. Stephen.
I don't have a funny story. My birthdays are
God.
just. I know. I mean, well, two reasons. One, I'm not totally with it today, as I said earlier, and the second thing is that I just enjoy the birthdays, and they are times to actually celebrate still being here, and they consist of going out for a meal. But the most memorable of birthdays was when my partner. This is quite some time ago. My partner Marilyn, I decided to surprise her, so I organised a weekend away in the Touquet. Now, if you've never been, the Touquet is the best of French resorts to actually go. It's in northern France, and we had an amazing weekend. I have to say, Marco, the fish served in the Touquet rivals that in Portugal.
Whoa, steady on.
Just a try. Okay.
Old claim.
That's me.
Okay. Let's get to Nick.
Well, I've had some brilliant birthdays. I mean, when I was younger, they contained vast quantities of alcohol, so very, very blurry. I had a best friend when I was in my late teens, early 20s, a guy called Cy Beavis. And for some reason, we decided, and I think it was probably on our 17th birthday, and his birthday's 5 weeks to the day after mine, so he must have started this, and decided that we would kick off our birthdays by going to the pub at lunchtime, having a beer, and having a triple Woods Navy rum for the birthday boy, which you had to down in one, and just to get yourself going. So as you can imagine, even just after that lunchtime drinking spell, then everything's a bit of a blur. So, but I do remember one year we obviously. We decided we walked back to my house. So this is how long ago it was. In the olden days, when you used to have pub opening in the UK at lunchtime, then it would shut for the afternoon, then it would open again in the evening. So we had nothing to do in that middle part. So we walked back home to my house, and my family house was near a great big gravel pit, so which had great big signs saying danger, deep water, keep out, and everything. But it was a beautiful day, 25th of May. It was a standing joke. It's always sunny on my birthday. So we were, obviously fairly drunk still. And so we decided, why don't we just climb over the barbed wire fence, get our kit off, and go for a swim in the gravel pit, which we did. And it was all good. So we had a swim, came back. Well, I came back because I was obviously rather tired rather quickly. And so I was just sat there on the bank with, absolutely naked. And suddenly his side sucking down in the water going, Nick, someone's coming. And with that, this boat came out of nowhere. And it was obviously being patrolled. And it was saying, you're not allowed to swim in here. I was just set, legs apart. What's going on? It was like, that was one of my stranger birthdays. Then I've had some amazing presents as well. I've had a bungee jump, I've had a helicopter lesson, and obviously my best present ever was that was my 40th birthday, was the day that I got the wrong day, but that was when I actually had the present, which was the Raymond Blanc Cookery School at the Four Seasons. So that was an amazing present. So that's what I like. I like presents where you can do things and learn stuff.
Perfect. Harper.
I've had a couple birthdays. But I've got
just a couple.
We're at 3 or 4, But I actually got a really cool birthday present for my 12th birthday. I actually got a brother. So my half brother and I, we actually share a birthday. And it was kind of funny because my stepdad and I didn't get along. I was somebody else's kid. So, you can imagine how that goes. And so it was about a week before my birthday, before my brother was born. And I went up to my mom's tummy and I was like, wait until my birthday, and then we can share a birthday. And my stepdad was like, like hell. He's not going to be born on your birthday. He was, and so yeah, it was fun though. We weren't raised together because we were 12 years apart. So by the time he was old enough to realize, going, hey, we can share a birthday. We never really did. So because I was already out of the house, but yeah, I really don't celebrate my birthday much anymore. Once you get a certain age, you're like, whatever, and but so that's always been the coolest thing is my brother and I share a birthday, and then my older sister and I, we look like we're twins, except I'm a foot taller than her. But me with long blonde hair, that's my sister. Doesn't look good. I'll stick with short hair.
Thank you, Harper. Peter.
Did you speak to me there?
Aberdeen.
Yes.
Breaking up. It's hard. Right, is it me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Your turn, Peter, yeah.
Okay. I've been really thinking hard about. I don't like my birthdays. I tend to keep them quiet if possible. Can't do that with Facebook, unfortunately. They've never really meant much to me. But having said that, when I first met Sheila and we was together, she actually got me a gift, got me a helicopter, and actually take the controls of the helicopter. So that's probably the best birthday present that I've had, and so that, yeah. And I suppose the birthday itself is very important to me because I don't know if I told you this before, but I should never have been born,
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably a privilege to be in this life because my mother had fell into a fire when she was 7 as a young child, fell into an open cold fire, had horrific burns, and the surgeons worked in her, the Second World War surgeons, and she was told she would never have kids. And I put an end to that, and I popped along. So having my birthday is actually, looking back in life, it's been a privilege to be here. Sometimes it's not a privilege, when you go through those days. So that's me. That's what I do remember, going up in the helicopter and getting to it. That was a present that I really enjoyed. Yeah.
That would be fun.
Perfect.
That is fun. What are you doing, Marco?
I think it's my turn. Well, let's start with presents. I don't remember any particular who remain in my memory.
That's a sign of it.
Maybe. Sorry.
Good. Yeah.
That's a sign of it. You can't remember.
Yes. Who are you? What are you doing here? Yes. Well, some CDs, I think, and books, because I like to listen to music and read as well. So could be. But I have two particular birthday party. Well, one, I can't say it was a party, but it is a memory. But let me start with the first one. As almost any Portuguese young boy, one of our favorite birthday cakes, was a football field with the players and the goals and the lines draw and everything. But the candles were not in the right place. Okay, I should be around, I don't know, maybe 7, 8, whatever. And they put it on the side, the whole candles in a line. And I said, no, it's not the way that the lights are in a football field. They are kind of like on the corners and one in the middle. So I had a struggle because they were not in the right position. And then I went away, I cried, and it was my father was like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill this boy." But then I think my point was accepted. And it's funny because in the pictures they took on that particular birthday party, I was with my hair like crazy, my red eyes because I was crying, and it was those kind of birthdays with tens, so many people, and I had to do my number. And the second memory was precisely, and I'm gonna ask you to get a paper and a pencil and make some math. It was precisely 20 years ago, 2001. I was at home after dinner. I took my Renault 4. I don't know if you remind that old car, that oldie. Okay, it was my first car. I learned somehow driving with that car, and I headed to a place close. I don't know, maybe 1 mile from my and I met there my friends. We start drinking beers one after another and another one after the another, so I got completely drunk. Okay, and the problem was I needed to get home, and nobody knew how to use the shifts on that car. Have you ever driven one Renault 4? Yes, it's like
Yes.
this. It was so. We came to a deal with my friend who was sober, and he said, "Look, I'm gonna take the wheel, and you just put the shifts." And I said, "Okay, I'm good with that." So we came to home. I was completely drunk. I was, for instance, my bedroom, it's kind of 2 meters away from the bathroom. I had to walk to the bathroom because I was, I had some problems. I had to go like a cat, 4 feet. And the very next day, I woke up with my sister calling to my mother because my sister was in Oporto. And my mother was like, "Oh my God, where? Airplanes in New York." And oh my, what I turned on the TV and I saw the terrorists, and I said, "Okay, I'm still drunk. Let me shut the television and let me sleep a little bit more." But unfortunately, it was true. So besides having my biggest problem with alcohol in my life, this birthday party was kind of stuck in my memory because of this 2011, no, 9/11, yes, 9/11 happenings, which changed our lives forever. So I think you can't make it better. Talking about memories. What do you remember where you were on that day?
Yeah, I
Right.
do.
I do,
Yeah.
yeah.
Can I just? I was actually at London City Airport waiting to catch a flight back to Mönchengladbach, and they're only little tiny planes. And yeah, it was crazy. It was just on the big TV screens there, and I got friends of mine in Germany and colleagues ringing me saying, "Oh my God, have you seen what's going on?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm looking at it." And I like glibly said, "Oh," I said, "but between London City and Mönchengladbach," I said, "there's nothing really that anyone can fly into because it's all pretty flat and everything." And then it came up with, just as I said, it flashed up on the screen. They'd shut down Canary Wharf Tower and were evacuating that because everyone thought it was going to be, it might not just have been New York. So I was on the phone and said, oh, apart from that big tower just over there. But yeah, no, it's that was just horrific. And then the next day, because I was working on a military camp, everything was just on super high alert, and it took 4 hours to get in, 4 hours to get out. Just brought the whole town to a gridlock. But no, amazing, tragic.
Yeah. Well, I was actually in a board meeting for the Pest Control Association down in Derby, and I was sitting with two Americans that day. They'd come over to discuss some things about their association, and I always remember the secretary coming in and opening the door and whispering to the chief executive, and then he explained what happened. And I always felt, how did I feel? The two Americans sitting there, their country had been attacked, didn't know what to say to them. And what I also remember the next morning, I don't know if you've seen this, and it never happened before, at Buckingham Palace the next day, the military band of the guards, whoever they were, played the American national anthem.
Yep.
Yeah. And so I always remember that. And the Americans that were out there, they were overwhelmed with that. And it's the only time it's ever happened like that. So, but no, I felt sorry for these guys because they had to get back home. And it just, so that was it. And it's so long ago now. But yeah, who would have thought? Yeah. Okay.
We were down in Burnham-on-Sea, which is in deepest Essex, and working, and the whole of the officers just stopped to actually watch what was going on. It was so surreal and frightening as well, because as has been alluded to, we didn't know what was going to happen next. And it did. One of those days, it actually did change the world. So a sad event, which we shall remember shortly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Maria.
Maria? Sorry.
I'm here. Yeah. Okay, 9/11. Actually, I was going to work, and I walked into work, and they had the TV on at work. I mean, that was unusual. It was early it was about maybe 11 o'clock in the morning. I don't remember exactly what time it was. And they said, well, the Twin Tower has been bombed. I said, bombed or whatever. They didn't know the planes went in there. I said, is this a joke? And I thought it was a joke. I said, what terrorist is going to go after those two towers? In my head, well, logically, it didn't make any sense. I said, what terrorist? So I remember saying that and sitting down and watching it. And to this day, I still wonder who the real terrorists were about all of this, right? So, but that's what I remember exactly, walking into work, and they had the TV on, and there it was.
And Mr. American.
I remember exactly where I was. I was still active duty in the Marine Corps. I was actually a shift supervisor for our base police department, and I just happened to be at the police station. Somebody was watching TV, and they were just getting off shift, and so they had a TV on, and I'm like, what are you guys watching TV for? Go home. And they said, some idiot in a plane just ran into a building in New York. And I was like, is it foggy? And they're like, no, it's sunny. It's clear as day. And so we're watching this, and we're like, is he drunk? And everything. And then as soon as the second plane hit, me being the supervisor, I'm like, okay, two planes don't run into, buildings in New York. And I'm like, I'm thinking, crap, we're under attack. And anytime there's like a terrorist attack, all federal installations have to go on a security lockdown. So I get on the radio and I'm like, lock down the base. And of course, I got everybody in the world going Why? I said, shut up, lock down the base. So they shut down the base. Mind you, this was at like 8:45, so we're still getting a lot of people coming on base and everything else, businesses and all that kind of stuff. Literally closed the gates, and it was like 100% lockdown, military only, no guests, no contractors, no nothing until further notice.
Yeah.
And of course, I've got our equivalent of a police chief getting on the radio going, "My office now." I went in the office. I said, "Turn on your TV." He turned it on. He goes, "Good call." And but yeah, it was just one of those going, how do you run into one of the tallest buildings in New York on a day like that? And then as soon as the second plane hit, you're like, oh crap. And yeah, I mean, and it is something that has that's changed the world. I mean, if you fly on a plane, you've been affected by it. And I think one of the things that Americans being over here, and I don't know if it's Canadians are the same way, but Americans, you look at the news. I mean, I grew up with, Israel has always been fighting. There's when you look on the news and you see, these two countries are at war, there's always fighting. It's always somewhere else in the world. It's never where, it's not in North America. And so we've been sheltered by, having two large oceans protect us for so many years. And then when this happened, everybody's asking, well, how did this happen? How did this happen? Well, we've gotten so complacent as a nation thinking, oh, well, all the fighting is always somewhere else.
Yeah.
We haven't had any fighting here since our Civil War in the mid 1800s.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we haven't been at war with Canada. We haven't been at war with Mexico. None of the three North American countries have really been at war in a long time. So we don't know war, on our own homeland. If Americans got a week in the life of somebody from Israel, on how they live on a daily basis for a week, it would blow their mind.
Yes.
And so I think that's how we really, that's how so much of this stuff just got past us on security wise. You get complacent for, we're so far. That's the other side of the world. That's the other side of the world. It's okay. It's fine. The world really isn't that big. And if you've done traveling, you realize just how small the world really is. So, now looking, I mean, tomorrow is our, the 20th anniversary or whatever, of remembering 9/11. And I think most Americans really don't care. They'll say that they will. They'll post little things on Facebook and stuff, but I don't think they really care. I think it's one of those. It's history, and it doesn't affect their personal life bubble, and it's really unfortunate, I think. But yeah, that's my piece.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
And of course, the ramifications after was just, we're now only just beginning to reap what we've sown. So.
Yeah.
And what
I saw on, if I may, Marco, I saw that or heard on the radio the speaking of terrorist bombings, that 2015 Paris bombing that hit so many things back in it was like 6 years ago. They're just now going to trial. Yeah. It's like, wow, 6 years and they're just now going to trial for it. But they believe that they've got everybody involved. So that's good. There's like 20 people involved in it. So
now, of course, all of President Bush's movements from the day of 9/11 for the whole of that day and the following days were actually recorded, because she's got a press corps following him round. And on the BBC at the moment they've taken it and put it into a series to actually show what actually happened on the day. Yeah, and it's just amazing. I would not like to have been.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Anywhere near. Yeah.
I think Facebook will end up blocking a lot of that stuff, just because of how horrific the videos were and everything else. I got a feeling Facebook won't. They'll block out all that stuff. So, but yeah, it was hard to watch. I mean, live, and you're watching people jump from the towers.
Yeah.
You know.
There's a park that I go to and walk, and they have a commemorative walkway with all the names of the Canadians that died during 9/11 that were actually in the towers.
Yeah.
I think there's 24, maybe. I don't remember exactly, but we went to each one of them and read how young they were. A lot of very young people. They put their full name, where they came from, how old they were when they died. So very sad, very, very sad. But I love the memorial that they put up for that. Very nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can see that Marco's getting ready to actually. Well, Marco, what are you doing?
He's going to play DJ.
Yeah,
Happy birthday.
He's getting out the record player and.
No, it was just that these headphones were not working properly. The sound was really low, and it was kind of one was not working all the time. I don't know. Maybe
are the ones that you're wearing now actually down in the carousel?
Let me share something about this headset.
Yeah.
I'm not selling it. I'm just gonna explain why I bought this headset, because I started making more live streaming production. Okay, and I don't need to use this microphone, which is in the carousel, by the way.
Excellent. I love the plug. What kind of microphone is it? What kind of microphone is it? What brand?
This one.
Yeah, is it a Rode?
A Shure.
A Shure. Okay.
Yes, Shure.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes, I'll remember. Sure.
I was kind of trying to seduce his big brother, the SM7B, which is that standard microphone that I'm sure again.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm sure.
This program is not sponsored by Shure.
Write that down.
So I was trying to have that one, but it's a little bit more expensive than this one, and I think it's good and will work for a while. Okay, but the thing is, I was doing live producing, okay, remote, and I thought, okay, I don't need to use this camera, this DSLR camera, or to connect my LED panels, which are on the carousel as well. So I bought this because when you're producing, it's more than enough. You just put the microphone here and it's good. Let me show you. I think people will be able to listen to me. Can you hear me?
I still hear you.
Okay, so I think let me.
I think, therefore, I am.
I was going to say other microphones are available.
And now, yes. Okay, now you can hear me. So this, I think it's good enough to make live producing. Okay, I don't need to have an amazing sound. So this is good enough. But I like this more. This one.
I think that one's better.
That one sounds a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah, it's much better. It's much better.
You're not going to sell any of that other one.
Well, it depends on the budget.
Yes. Entry level.
I think this whole headset, I don't know, it's less than $30. This nice
Sure.
toy, it's $250.
Oh,
So
it's 250. Okay,
Yep.
okay. So the best one is 250. That's good to know.
You've got a starter
Thank
and an
you.
upgrade.
thank you, Frank.
Yeah.
And the other thing about this kind of microphone is that, and I like to mention this while I'm talking on Amazon, when you buy this kind of microphones, even though you can use this one as a USB microphone as well, which will give you more control over the microphone and sound, of course. This is an XLR microphone. You get the most of the microphone when it's XLR.
XLR. Okay, let me write that down.
You need to buy a mixer as well. So when you buy this kind of microphones, have in mind that you need to spend at least more or less $100 more. Okay.
For a mixer? For a mixer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is listed in the carousel as well.
Well, no,
I think I'm right in saying that Peter and I have spent several £100 on mixers,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
KitchenAid, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
Marco, kidding apart, what's the best mixer, or even Stephen and Nick, if you can advise me, because I have to purchase all this. So what is the best? Okay, so I know Shure is the best microphone, because even the owner of the radio station where I do my shows on have suggested that I get a Shure microphone. But then if you're saying a mixer's necessary, which is the best mixer?
Well, it depends. For instance, let me show you the one I'm using, and I think it works. I think you can see it here.
Ooh.
Let me see if I can highlight myself. As you can see,
Oh, it's a
this
big
is
one.
really.
Okay, all right.
I think it's good enough. Okay,
Mhm.
it's around. I think it is out of stock right now, but
Okay.
maybe it will come to tracks soon. So it's. I think it's around. It's less than $100.
But what's the name of it, Marco?
Alto ZMX. Let me highlight it in the carousel.
Can you? Okay, you can highlight in the carousel, but can you put it through the Facebook page, so I have all that information?
Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. Great. I love it.
Let me. I'm gonna share. Let me.
And what I like to do is when I spend money, Marco, I want to get the best. So I don't want to go back and upgrade anything. Once I buy something, that should be all I need, in time. So that's why I don't mind spending more money as long as I get the best of the best, and then it does its job, right?
Okay. This is not the if you ask me,
Mhm.
I'll give you $1,000 to buy a mixer,
Mhm.
or 500. Will
Yeah.
you buy this one? I won't.
Yeah.
I will buy
Yeah.
the Rodecaster Pro. It's one of the best.
Rodecaster Pro. Okay.
Rodecaster Pro. Yes, it's an amazing mixer. But
Okay.
this one, it's decent, and for me, it's enough by
Yeah.
now. Okay, so far.
Okay.
Because when you buy this kind of microphone, you have to buy a mixer. It's
Mhm.
kind of
Okay.
a car to buy gasoline or tires. Okay, so but I bought it. I went to, and this is something that you should do when you need to buy something on Amazon or wherever. Just
Mhm.
go to see the ratings and
Mhm.
the reviews and see if it's good. Okay, so
So the one
if it's good,
the one that you have in front of you right now that you're using that you like, what's the name of it?
Alto ZMX 52. It's I send the link
Okay.
on. I put the link in the chat so you can
Okay.
check it later.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And by the way, let me say hello to Temu, to Carla, to Rui, and to Tony. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, Nick left. Oh my God.
He
I was
did say
about. Well,
So-
so Stephen, yeah, he said, but I missed the time. Stephen, share with us your Amazon Live journey, because I think you have interesting things to share. I was about to ask you.
All right. Okay. The thing is, Amazon Live is basically Amazon supply you with the audience. All you have to do is go live. And I had great fun on Wednesday when I did a broadcast into the OneStream community on Facebook, actually explaining the process of doing it. Because I've only been on there 8 weeks, but it's been a phenomenal 8 weeks. It's the second time, because Be Live pay me, that I've actually been paid to broadcast. And every broadcast that I do, I actually make money. And if Peter's still listening, I can tell him that yesterday, Blabbing for Britain was on Amazon, and we sold a Fitbit. We sold.
Hi, everyone. It's Maria Recruit.
Okay, we just everything that was in the carousel that we talked about, we actually sold, and it's just amazing to actually go live on there. I've gone from being nervous at the beginning. The first broadcast I did was not my best. Then Marco joined me, and we had great fun for 60 minutes. That got me up to the next levels. You've got to go through various levels, and the level I'm at the moment, I'm quite enjoying. Going live 4 times a week and making money every single time I do. I've just joined I've made $1,000 on Amazon Club, and I'm looking forward to future months broadcasting live. I mean, Amazon is the place to be. If Facebook are watching this, and probably won't be, Facebook have killed Facebook for live video. There just isn't the audience. The thing that Facebook did was to decrease our reach. So no matter what we do, even if we're Mari Smith, our reach has gone down, our views have gone down. If you're an Amazon influencer, if you've got a following on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, or Instagram, apply for the program and broadcast there, because you can broadcast to other places at the same time. But if you're broadcasting to Amazon, as we all should be, then you're actually making money doing it. Thank you for the spot, Marco. And I just want to say on your birthday that I wouldn't be where I am now without you.
You're welcome. My pleasure, believe me. Yeah, because it's such a good opportunity that, and the thing is, and then I will get back to you again, Stephen, because sometimes we struggle with this imposter syndrome, and we don't know enough, but I don't know about you, Stephen, so that's why I'm gonna get back to you. When people ask you about recommendations about gear and something, and then at the beginning, at the end, they will thank you because you help them with this kind of things. I don't know about you, but I feel so good. And even though thankfully, I don't suffer of the imposter syndrome, this could be a nice way for us to understand that our knowledge could help people. And I think this is the main difference from the other platforms. And it's okay. It's good when people thanks for your help and your knowledge, but it's even better when you get paid by this.
Excellent.
It is. I mean, the thing is, I don't think that either of us is a natural salesman. And to actually sit there and just say, okay, next item in the carousel is, the next item in the carousel is, and you know where I'm going. That's not our style. I mean, both our style on live video is to tell stories. And it just so happens that the stories involve the items in the carousel. Yeah. But we do have the depth of experience after so many years of broadcasting live that we can tell stories about live broadcasting. We can say why a particular microphone is important. We can tell people how to find the best microphone for them. We can tell people how wearing a Fitbit keeps you fitter. We can do all from our own personal experiences and knowledge. And I got an amazing compliment on Tuesday night. It's always best when they're unexpected. When I do lights, camera, action, which is the hardware show, so which computer, which camera, which microphone, then I'm giving advice based on experience, and not just my experience, everybody else's experience that I've come across. But I do a show on Tuesday nights, which is touring country gardens in the UK and national parks in the USA. Okay, it's a hybrid show. And somebody put a comment at the end of the show and said, thank you. I really enjoyed the show. I was actually watching the show for its content, not to buy anything. And that was the best compliment in the world. In other words, the stories were stood up on their own. They were, well, I'm just happy with it.
Yeah. You're a wonderful example, Stephen. You know, because I consider you to be a mentor, because I've learned so much from you watching either your programs or asking questions, and now Marco too. I remember watching you and Marco years ago having your programs, and I thought, good for them, you know, like it was wonderful. I said, I want to become just like them, you know. So here I am, right? So many years later, and yeah, and you've kicked yourselves up to another level, which gives us courage to do the same thing, right? And we can learn from you through example, and you're more than willing to explain to us how to do it. So I've learned so much. This has been such a wonderful journey for me with making videos and just, you know, just enjoying it and sharing the information. You're right. It's about sharing information and knowledge, not selling.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And by the way, let me just get back to the comments. Tony, if you want to join the screen, please. I have free spots here.
Yeah. I
Excellent. I can do a nice price for you.
Really good price.
Tony, nice price. Tony, just let me know if you want to join. Okay. And I can bring you to the screen, of course. I'm pleased to bring you. Harper, and how's your journey to become an Amazon influencer?
I'm getting there. I have a plan on getting enough followers on qualifying social media. All my stuff has been not on qualifying social media, but yes, I do have a plan to hopefully by the end of the year I'll be on Amazon. Excellent. So that is my goal.
Excellent. That would be brilliant. If you were on Amazon with a car-based show, you have so much in the Amazon catalog that you can sell.
Yes.
That's good.
And Amazon has really built up over the last couple of years. They've really built up their automotive suppliers. It's amazing. Most of my stuff that I get for whether it's on my Blazer or my Camaro, almost all of it I can get through Amazon, and I do. It's good. Shipping's a whole lot easier and a lot quicker. So.
Yeah, excellent. That's great. Who knew?
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah, exactly.
Maria, and you? Are you willing to become an Amazon influencer as well?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. I'd love to do that. And I've been kind of toying with the idea. It would be about real estate, of course, and business and real estate, which I guess I would have to go and look at the catalog, I guess, Stephen and Marco, to find out what it's all about, because I haven't taken the time to do that yet. I've kind of, like I said, taken time off, and I actually did my first video again this week, and it's just for 3 minutes. And I thought, you know what, that's long enough for people. You know, like people don't like to sit through something that's an hour long, even though I have great guests with it too. But yeah, you're right about the disappointment with Facebook and the reach, definitely. And you know, Stephen, you kind of look at that and say, why am I wasting my time on a platform that really isn't giving me a return on investment? Because I've given so many hours since 2012. What have I received? You know, like, give me a break, right? So I'm re-looking about that whole thing and deciding on other things. And I'll probably join the Amazon influencers, yes, because I'll be able to reach a larger target market. And that's what I'm looking for right now, are people who are willing to spend the money, or willing to spend the time, or who want to learn, actually, not just talk, right? I mean, talk is cheap. How about actions, right? So yeah. Yes, go ahead, Stephen. Sorry.
No, leading in from what you've just said, I mean, we do have the ability, as well as actually selling things on commission, we do have the ability to share our expertise on a variety of topics. So it's just works well. Whatever the industry, it will work well on Amazon, because certainly I know for a fact that there's nobody in automotive and there's nobody in real estate actually there at the moment.
That's good.
Mark, have you seen anyone?
Keep it quiet.
Not really. Okay. And the thing is, and I think Stephen and we understood this, is that we know which different things we can bring to Amazon,
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
we are located in different places.
Yes.
We have, thankfully, we have this old European heritage.
Yes, I love it.
So I think, yes, I think we should take advantage of that. And because if we were just talking all the time about products, and even though it's okay to give some advice, look, for instance, I think people, if they want to spend $250 on a microphone, they will to listen how it sounds, okay,
Mhm, mhm,
how,
mhm.
because it's
Yeah.
normal, of course, because it's easier to make a decision. For instance, I'm not sure, but with commissions I made with selling this microphone, I think half of it's paid already.
Yeah.
Okay, because it gives you a nice commission. So
Yeah, of course. But you're helping people too,
yes,
right?
yes,
You're helping
absolutely.
because you showed me right away. I knew in 1 minute that which one I wanted, which microphone I wanted. I mean, within a minute, right? So I mean, why waste my time doing all that research when I can listen to you or to Stephen or Harper in the future about cars to find out, and people that I trust and know, because I know you and I trust you, and you're giving me the examples. And I think that's what people are
Absolutely.
looking for.
Yes,
People are looking for that, right? Like to make
absolutely.
people to make a decision, because I as I said to you, okay, you let me hear the microphone. No, I'm not going to take the cheaper one, because I've got a cheaper one at home, right? I mean, I've got that I can use at any time. It's right here, and that wasn't that cheap anyways, but so I know I've got to, you've got to keep moving, right? You keep moving forward. You've got to keep moving forward. You can't stay
Absolutely.
become stagnant.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And so I think it's important to have this in mind as well. And also, and I'm gonna get back to Stephen again.
Yeah.
It's the thing when you get that challenging questions, because when we are in this technical field, there's, I don't know about you, Stephen, but sometimes people ask me things and I say, oh, I don't know it. Oh, sorry, I don't know, but I will do my homeworks. And this is good because I've learned since I started this, because again, you bring authority when you build trust with when they see that they put you a question and you're okay to answer, or you say, I'm not the right person to answer that. And sometimes it happens. Look, there's this influencer, and this. And for instance, sometimes I jump to the main live stream page to see who's online, and I send people to there because I think it's better, instead of ruining your trust and you're just here talking and selling. And the other thing I don't do, it's selling everything. Like I see people selling knives, candles, CDs, and microphones and chewing gums and everything. I don't do that. I don't go with the, okay, let me talk about deals, and just going screen share and read what's there written. I think everybody can do that. Otherwise, they wouldn't be on Amazon.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's the right, even though, and this could work for some people. It's okay. Okay. I'm nobody to say to you what you should do. I'm just saying I won't do that, because I want to provide people with good solutions, with good insights. And I hope that one day when they need to buy something, they know where to knock, and get back to me. So let me ask to Mr. Stephen Healy how he's managing this thing, because it's one of the more challenging things here on Amazon, because I don't have a tech background, not even by far. So I had to understand what is a condenser microphone, why you should have a condenser or a dynamic or kind of things.
I don't know.
If I try to do a techie bit, it just wouldn't work because text speak doesn't work. If viewers want to know about a product, they click it in the carousel, separate tab opens. Amazon, it's got all the tech spec that you'd
Mhm.
ever actually.
Mhm.
So my approach is different. If
Mhm.
I am talking about microphones, I tell people quite openly that the way to find a microphone that you like is to watch other people's live broadcasts. And
Mhm.
as soon as you come across a show where, wow, because it's a subjective thing.
Yes.
There's no such thing
Yes.
as the best microphone in the world. It's the best microphone in the world for you.
Mhm.
Okay. And it's your decision. So if you watch live videos or watch Amazon Lives, you can actually listen to how good the microphone is. And you're going to have a wow moment at some point and say, wow, that sounds fantastic.
Mhm.
And you ask the host of the broadcast, what's your microphone? And that's the one you go and get. Now, that's exactly what happened to me.
Mhm.
Mike was doing a show, and I thought, wow, that's such a rich sounding microphone. What are you using, Mike?
Mhm.
And he said, well, I'm using the Audio Technica 2020. And the
Mhm.
following day, I went on Amazon and bought it.
Mhm. Excellent.
It's by basically we can shop around ourselves and actually just listen. Okay,
Mhm.
and the same is true of everything that I sell. I sell it in. I don't read the spec of an item.
Mhm.
I might, but I know enough about it to talk about it with knowledge. If somebody asks me a question I don't know the answer to, I'll say I don't know. I'll find out for next week,
Mhm. Mhm.
and that's the best approach, really. I don't think you can actually blag being on Amazon. You either got the knowledge or you haven't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just be open and honest, and that's the way that works. That's the way that people appreciate. Yeah.
Good point. Good point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think people's background. Everybody has like a different background, and when you go into your niche, like Stephen was talking about, you talk about all your cameras and all that kind of stuff and your microphones and stuff. You have a tech background, so that's kind of what you're kind of a military, we call it a subject matter expert. You know what you're talking about, and you can explain it to people, but you can also explain it to people in layman's terms, where it's not all tech speak or acronyms or all this kind of stuff where people are going, I don't understand a word that you just said. And that's the important thing, is that you can translate from technical specifications to everyday speaking, to explain something to people on why this is good. If you're doing this kind of thing, this would be a great thing. If you're doing this, this may not be the best for you, type thing.
Yeah.
Back in 2017, Amazon decided they would do Amazon Live, and they wanted to be QVC. Amazon. Okay, so they hired people who were QVC presenters to come and present on Amazon in the QVC style, and it disappeared. And it disappeared because the QVC way of selling, we've moved on since then. I mean, I know QVC is enormously popular. Not going to say it all, but we now expect to be told stories rather than it's shown. I mean, I could show you. Okay, just a moment, just to give an example. Okay, I could go. I'm just going to take my background off. That's not fair. Thank you, Marco. These
Nobody was watching.
Yeah, these are aftershocks. Now, the only thing that matters with aftershocks is what they actually feel like when you're wearing them. So you obviously got to show them on, and I use 2 camera angles to that. But the thing is, they don't go in your ear. They are bone conduction headphones. It means you can hear everything that's going on around you. You can receive and make phone calls using them. The sound quality, if you're listening to music or to a podcast, is just first class. And I know this. I use these headphones every single day, and I've tried to break them, and I can't. I've never lost them because they're blue. You can't miss them. The other thing is, I have tried every type of headphone, and I got some wired headphones, and they just fit perfectly. But after 3 or 4 years, the cable just frayed, and you can't have that. So
Mhm.
I didn't want another fraying cable. I also didn't want ones that you put in urine and you actually fall out again, because
Yes, yes, that's what happens to me.
those.
Yeah, that's what happens to me.
I've lost enough of those. So these
Yeah.
over ear are actually the solution. Aftershocks have got a brilliant reputation. There are models. I mean, for example, Krista Boven's got 2 Aftershocks headphones. Okay. So that's the sort of way that I would actually present it. In terms of this, is a personal presentation. It's my just my view of those particular headphones.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I like the ones that go over the ear, because I mean most people don't realize that everybody's ears are different, and your ears are continually growing. It's just one of the things of the human body, and so it's really hard. Like for me, I have, even whether the corded or wireless, I have a hard time keeping earbuds in my ear. So yeah, it's just.
Yeah, me too. Me too. They fall out, right?
Yeah. And if I'm under the hood and I got my head down, they don't sit down in the little pockets of your ears, and they fall out. So.
Yeah. And when I see these young kids that they walk around these things in their ears, no problem, and I put them in and they fall out, I think, what's wrong with my ears? So that's a really good point, Harper. That's why I don't use that, because I just can't, right? It just falls out. I think I'm so jealous. These people can walk around, they can run, they can do it. It doesn't fall out. I mean, they have a secret. They have a secret I don't know about.
That brings me on neatly running, because I'm pretty sure that these are now in the carousel. Okay. These Aftershocks are in Marco's carousel.
They're not.
Okay.
Marco is missing the opportunity here.
Well, I'm not going to buy them today anyways. But I mean, it's good to know. That's good to know.
Well, and I think Stephen made a good point, and it's something that I do often as well, which is explaining why, for instance, I change my soft boxes with LED panels. Why I not using anymore my USB microphone, but I'm using this because with this people can understand I'm on the same stage.
Yes.
That's why. Okay, yes, it makes sense to me, and this is important. I'm not talking to everybody. I'm talking to people who may be in the same place I was before buying this, and I came with this solution, and this could be the right solution for them as well. Okay, and I think this, as Stephen mentioned, for me, this is the right point. It's not talking about this has a 48 megahertz or whatever, because I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, me too. I mean, come on.
But for instance, I know that I changed my lights from soft boxes to these LED panels, because with this I have more control over my soft boxes, because my LED. Because before, if I wanted to change lights, and I had the only thing I could do was turn on and off lights. That was I had lights in 2 different switches. Okay, so I can turn on and off each pair. Okay, and that was. But if I wanted to do this, I had to move. I have to stand and go to the soft boxes. With these ones, I have this app. Okay, let me highlight it in carousel.
Okay, yes, please do, but also show us how it works.
Okay, so I have one thing. You can control each one at a time if you want, or you can group them. Okay, and then you can use this app to control the now it's grouped. Okay, as you can see here. Okay, and I can go here, and I can control this.
Oh yes, I see the colors changing. Okay, neat.
Set the mood.
I can.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Also, I can control here the color temperature. I can control the brightness.
Nice.
The hue.
Yeah.
And also the saturation. Also, I can have scenes. Okay. The fire truck,
That's for the Friday and Saturday night parties
Yes. Birthday parties.
when a different mixer comes out.
Yeah, that's right. A different kind of mixer. Yeah.
Okay, and I can adjust the.
That's
And
neat.
also I can create favorites, which means, for instance, I have this kind of show, and the light tone is this one,
Mhm,
or
mhm.
is this one, and I just go here. Let me.
Have a different show with a different tone. I love that.
I have here this
Yeah.
this icon. I go there,
Mhm.
favorites, and there you go. I have here my favorites. They are in Portuguese. Okay,
Neat.
and I know when I go to studio, I have this light, and I'm good to go. Okay,
Very
and I'm
nice.
seated. I can be here seated and controlling the lights with
Mhm,
soft boxes.
mhm.
I can't do this.
Yeah.
Okay, and also
Yes.
I have these 3 tones of LED: the warm, the cold, and the white.
Mhm,
Also, I have the RGB colors.
mhm.
So, are you? You may ask me, but are you use the RGB colors often? No, but I have the option.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay, and sometimes I want to do some crazy things. Okay, let's do it. Sing. Okay, go. Woo, party all the time. And there you go.
Sure, why not? Right?
Yes,
Excellent.
it's my show. I do what I want.
Yeah, that's right. It's my party.
And for instance, okay,
Party. It's a song.
what you can do, for instance, you're on Amazon and you got 1 new follower. So I'm doing with my normal lights. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna highlight myself. This is my ego moment. Okay, if you don't mind,
Okay.
for a while. Okay, I'm doing okay. Thank you very much. And some Harper started following you. Hello, Harper. Thank you so much.
I like that. Yeah. Yeah, I love
And thank you so much, Harper. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
I get back to
sure.
normal, even
sure.
though saying I'm gonna get back to normal, for me it's kind of awkward. I think nobody will believe me, but
I love
I'll
it.
try it. But
All good
that's
stuff.
the
All
thing.
good stuff.
But yes, I think
Sorry.
instead of just focusing, and even though for some, because we have techie users on Amazon, we have people who knows a lot, gamers, and this kind of people who
mhm.
knows a lot, and they know about the RAM of the computer, the
Yeah.
video card, the everything, the graphic card, everything. They know a lot, but I'm not talking to that people. Okay,
Mhm.
it's not
Mhm.
it's not the word I want to have.
Yeah.
Okay, but I like more to make my point. Okay, I bought
Mhm.
this because I needed this, and this, and with the thing I had before, I couldn't make that. So now I have, and showcase, because people, okay, I think it's better than, oh, I can do all that things with those lights. So I wanna, please, mother, I want them to birthday. It's my birthday or to Christmas. Stephen, by the way, do you know, because you applied to Amazon with Twitter, right?
I'm unsure. I put LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. I put them all down. I'm not sure what they decided on.
I think LinkedIn, you can't. It's not one of. I don't know if maybe it could be changing. I don't know,
What's
but
that?
I think it was Instagram, Twitter, Facebook page, and YouTube.
Right. Okay.
But I know that
Yes.
you have a huge
And-
following on
and
Twitter.
Twitch.
Well, Twitch.
Twitch is one.
Yes.
I don't have that.
No, me neither.
I think that's a European one. I don't think that's over here in North America much.
Twitch, it's from Amazon as well.
Yeah.
It's mostly
Oh,
from for gamers.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Now
Yeah.
I know that there's people, podcasters, who are moving to Twitch as well.
Yeah. And I know that Stephen, you produce shows for Twitch too. Like you kind of have that part of your OneStream network that you will send your show to Twitch. Is that correct?
Yeah, I do using OneStream send to Twitch.
Twitch. Yeah.
I think that we've got so many options these days. I think there's
know.
one word that counts above all else is we've only got so much time in any given week, so many hours in the day. The thing that you have to do, and the thing that works, is just simply to focus. Now, for 2 months, my focus has been totally on Amazon, okay? Because I can see that's where the rewards are. Instant reward, I go live, I get paid. Simple equation. It means that but if you focus on it, then it's you're going to win. You know you're going to do it. It's as far as spending your time on social media is concerned, mine's now 80% on Amazon. So,
Makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah. Makes sense. That's exactly my thought process now also, is I just don't want to waste my time. I feel that at one point, it becomes a waste of your time, and I prefer to go for a walk or do other things. But I am going to be looking into the Amazon stratosphere, and I'll still keep producing my shows, but a little bit different, shorter shows, a little bit different than what I've been doing up until now. Because I have 207 YouTube videos. That's a lot of work that I put into all of that. That's a lot of work, because all of you are doing the same amount of work too, right? So you have to change it up. You have to do something different, because if it's not working or you're not getting the response you want, then you have to let go of that.
Or perhaps you hit a ceiling and you're not progressing past that. Then you change it up a little bit, and
that's it. That's the other thing too, right? Yeah. Obviously, the people who want to purchase from you or want to even hear from you may not be on that social media stratosphere any longer, or are only at that base level or a certain level, and they haven't moved beyond that. But you yourself have moved beyond, right? Because you realize that if you're not going to get responses to things, then why spend your time,
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is that by using OneStream, let's go back to OneStream, actually one of my favorite pieces of software since they invited me to broadcast in their Facebook group. Well, I've got to hand it to them. They did full promotions on Facebook. They did promotions on Twitter. They gave me a full reign to do what I wanted to do, and they enjoyed it as much as I did, as much as everybody watched it, which is absolutely brilliant. But the fact that we're actually using OneStream means that I can concentrate on Amazon, but it doesn't mean I ignore everything else, because with OneStream, I'm still getting the message out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch.
Sure.
And I don't have to do anything other than set up OneStream. So you're not ignoring people; you're just concentrating on something.
Well, I agree. I mean, you're not ignoring, you're just making sure there's more people seeing you in different social stratospheres, right? Which is basically like any TV show does, or any radio station. That's what they want, is hit different stratospheres, because more people can hear you, then you find more of your niche market that will follow you. Yeah, you don't want to leave one because you've spent so much time building it, but you have to improve somehow or another. And when you're moving into another one, don't leave like any business, you don't leave a good business behind. You just kind of bring it along with you and maybe change it up a little bit, right? That's kind of what I've been doing in 40 years. Next year is going to be 40 years I've been in business on my own. That's what I've been doing, just evolving, but not leaving it behind. Because if you're making money in this one here, why would you leave it behind? You just bring it with you and kind of change it up. Like any good business venture, you would do it that way.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. As systems evolve, you've got to change your strategy.
Exactly, Stephen. Yeah.
And the one thing that has changed, and we've seen it gradually over the last 12 months, is when we go live on Facebook. He's still here somewhere. He's probably getting the key.
Yeah.
He has to do his hair.
When we go live on Facebook and YouTube, or especially Facebook, the number of people who actually comment on a live broadcast is going down. Our friends will comment, and that's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
But first of all, you can't be seen as much, and the other thing is people are just they've had enough. They've got video coming out their ears. They can see video everywhere.
Yes.
So there is oversaturation, and people don't comment as much as they used to.
Yeah.
So if people are not commenting as much as they used to, is it important to actually broadcast and be able to show comments in the studio.
Mhm.
I think that's changing because if you can broadcast directly and then answer the comments afterwards, that's going to be an area in which we can still be effective. I mean, it's nice to have the comments on screen. It's absolutely brilliant.
Sure. Oh,
But
sure.
it's not necessary in terms of getting an audience.
I agree. And I remember when I first started producing my shows, and I remember hearing you and Brigetti talk about not being worried if there's not many people that actually watch you live, because most people watch you afterwards. I remember that was so profound and so true, because I can see that myself in some shows that I've just did this week, one show that people now are watching it in their own time frame, not in my time frame, right? In their time frame. So yeah, that's held true all along, Stephen. Yeah, and I heard it first of all from you.
And Brigetti, yep. Over to the birthday boy, Marco. No,
He's
Sure.
has he lost
He's still
us?
working on something.
Yeah.
But if we learned anything from this pandemic, is that a business model has to be flexible, because so many, if your business didn't, at least here in the States, if your business model wasn't able to change to accommodate online or pickup only sales, then you probably didn't make it, or you're financially hurting right now. So
Yes.
I mean, and so with any business, with any business or anything that you're doing to make money or what have you, you have to be able to change with the times.
Yes.
So,
yes, absolutely. And learn new skills, right? Which is what we're doing. These are all brand new.
exactly. I mean,
I agree. Yeah.
Absolutely. And for instance, talking about me, because I'm having some struggle with USB connection here.
Okay. There's an example, right?
Yeah. But the thing is,
Is someone calling you?
no, it keeps
Oh my
connecting
God,
and then disconnecting.
yeah,
Oh, that's really nice.
I'm gonna, if I start dancing, you
Love
know
this,
why.
I love the song. It's a cute little sound. Very pleasant.
It's all the comments coming in.
And
Yeah, that's what it is. It's all the comments.
oh my God.
Millions of people.
Okay. Let me see over it, because it doesn't stop this. I
Yeah.
don't know where is the so the thing is, live being live.
Case in point, right?
It really is the joy of live video. You know,
Absolutely.
there's a reason
though
why
it's so
TV
annoying.
shows.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah,
though
there's
it's
a-
so annoying. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo.
Let's make a composition with it.
There's a reason why TV shows are no longer, filmed live. It's because there's always going to be problems. There's always going to be technical difficulties. There's always that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And we don't have a stage crew to fix problems for us. It's like you're in front of the camera, you're behind the microphone,
You're on.
and
That's
something
it.
happens. You're the one that sits there and goes, okay, I got to fix this. I'm still live, and your show has to keep going on. So yeah, it's
Well, you know what? It's so much fun. I mean, it's very interesting you say that, Harper, because I was producing some shows in the springtime because I wanted to start producing and having a variety of shows. So I started doing that, but the people that were on the show felt very uncomfortable that it didn't work out perfect. Like they were waiting for guests, they didn't show up or whatever. And they said, well, maybe what you need to do is that you need to, start splicing on all that. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. That's the whole point of a live show. Who's going to spend the time when you're not making any money to spend the time to splice things and put things to, where's your priority? That's the whole point of a live show, right? It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. It is the way it is. And if no one's watching anyways, what difference does it make? Or very few, or even if they do, it makes them smile. It makes them laugh because you're human, right? So, like I had to get over my making mistakes, and the camera's not always working, and the sound's not always working, and all of that. So it's all kind of part of the learning curve, right? We're not perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, like you're saying, we don't have a crew, right? I don't have someone who can splice my videos. It goes. When it goes live. That's it. Case in point, it's finished. I don't want to do anything more with it because I've got too many other things with my business to do than worry about the video that, we see who's gonna watch it.
Yeah, and I think it's better to keep moving, and
Yes.
when
Yeah.
things go wrong, laugh a little.
Yes.
And, as I saw sometimes, and big people in the market,
Yeah.
I'm so frustrated, this is not working and whatever.
Yeah.
One day I made a show with Rob Balasabas from TubeBuddy,
Okay.
and
Okay.
at some point of the show I got froze like this in the screen on
Yeah.
the picture in picture. I was in the small picture, okay, and I was like this, froze all the time, and
But they could hear your
I
voice.
didn't stop laughing on the background because it was so.
I know it's happened to me on the show that my camera just went right, and it just stayed still. You could hear my voice, but you couldn't see me moving. Yeah, it's all part of it, right?
And
Yeah, but for instance, if I got froze like this, for instance, or
Yeah.
something,
A nice
I
one.
think it was a nice job. But like this,
Smile.
yeah, like this person won't stop talking.
Yeah. It always gets you. The frozen moments always get you at the wrong time, right?
Yes.
so that's the thing.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, it says that the USB device was not recognized by the computer.
Really? Is that all?
Not by lack of trying.
Yeah.
It was not you have to ask Steven for help with that one, Marco.
Well, I need to check because I have, I don't know, maybe 200 or 2,000 USB connections here, so I need to.
Have fun. That's how you spent your birthday.
How was your birthday? Well, I was checking USB connections.
Oh, that is.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous. I never made that.
Like,
Oh.
how was your birthday? Connection failed.
Oh my goodness. Someone's calling.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again.
That sound. My God, the fax sound, though.
There you go.
Brings back memories.
Let me connect my 14.4 megabyte.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Those are the days.
Okay, we are connected.
Dallas, can you hear me, Dallas?
just let me tell by the way. Hello, Arnaldo. How are you? Arnaldo is saying on Amazon, USB music for your birthday.
Yeah, absolutely. There you go.
So one day we were, I don't know if I think we were having dinner, and someone called by accident to my phone number, and my father answered, and Antonio, yes. And my father was not Antonio, he was Leandro. Yes. Well, we want chickens for tomorrow, like oh my God, barbecued chicken. I don't know if it's the right way to say it, but I think you know what I'm talking about. Okay,
Mhm.
something. It's something usual here in Portugal. This kind of chicken. Okay, and my father asked, "How many do you want?" 6. Okay, tomorrow at lunch, I'm gonna take it to your place.
Big dinner.
I love when wrong numbers come in.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So I think it's time to wrap.
Okay. We did
almost
well.
had
We did
1 hour.
well. Pretty good. Almost 2 hours. Yay.
Yes. Thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure. It was so good to have you here on my house and also you watching the show. But as usual, because we should keep traditions like they are,
Mhm.
I'm going to throw the ball to Stephen because he will be hosting. And next week, we will get back to normal. Stephen, up to you, my friend.
Whenever the two of us are involved, it's never going to be normal. We've got to be
Yeah,
honest.
for sure.
It's going to be extraordinary, and it's not going to be perfect, but we're going to give it our best.
Yes.
It's always good to get together, Harper, Maria, Marco, and to
Mhm.
celebrate Marco's birthday, which we do traditionally on his birthday every year.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Marco,
Okay.
first
I didn't
of
know
all,
that.
enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, this is important. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for having us on the show today. Thank you for putting us onto
My pleasure.
Amazon Live.
Mhm.
Hope it went well.
Yes.
Hope you sold some headphones. In all seriousness, happy birthday, Marco, from everybody. And
you.
we'll be back again, back to Wednesday, back to 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. in the UK, 6 p.m. in Belgium. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for watching.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye. Happy birthday again, Marco.